In a Facebook update on 9th October at 5:30 p.m., Li Shenyang, brother of Dr. Lee Wei Ling, shared details about his sister's funeral wake. Dr. Lee's wake will be held at Singapore Casket, Pearl and Sapphire Hall, located at 131 Lavender Street, Singapore, from Thursday to Saturday. The visiting hours are as follows: 10 October, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., 11 October, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., 12 October, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Dr. Lee, the daughter of Singapore's founding Prime Minister Lee Kuan, passed away on Wednesday at the age of 69. In an earlier Facebook post, LHY mentioned that she died at the family home at 38 Oxley Road. LHY will likely not return to attend Dr. Lee's funeral, just as his wife was unable to attend her father's funeral last year. In response to CNA's queries, LHY said he would not be returning to Singapore for Dr. Lee's wake and funeral. He told CNA, "I am organising the funeral remotely with the help of my son Huanwu, in accordance with Ling's wishes." LHY and his family have been embroiled in a dispute over the fate of the 38 Oxley property since the passing of their father, Lee Kuan Yew, in 2015. In March last year, LHY posted on Facebook, "I am heartbroken that my own country has made me a fugitive for standing up for my father's promise, Lee Kuan Yew." Dr. Lee, a noted neurologist, had long been a prominent figure in Singapore's public and private spheres. She had chosen to live a life of privacy, never marrying and remaining close to her immediate family, particularly her brother LHY. LHY requested that no flowers be presented in her memory and instead asked for donations to be made to 3 charities: Canossa Mission Singapore, Parkinson Society Singapore, and Total Wellbeing Singapore Limited, in honour of Dr. Lee's compassionate spirit. Dr. Lee's diagnosis of progressive supranuclear palsy, which she announced in 2020, marked the beginning of a challenging period in her life. The neurological disorder, often mistaken for Parkinson's disease in its early stages, progressively impaired her physical movements, vision, balance, and eventually led to difficulty swallowing and an increased risk of pneumonia. Dr. Lee candidly described her condition on Facebook, explaining that for those afflicted with the disorder, death would eventually come for the fortunate. In a poignant post in March 2023, LHY revealed that Dr. Lee had become extremely unwell. He expressed deep sorrow over the fact that he might never see his sister again due to his own circumstances. In 2020, just before the global COVID-19 pandemic, LHY had taken Dr. Lee on a memorable trip to Machu Picchu, fulfilling one of her long-held dreams. Dr. Lee Wei Ling is survived by her brother LHY, his wife, and their children. She was the only daughter of the late LKY, Singapore's founding Prime Minister, and the sister of former Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong, who is now Senior Minister. Throughout her life, Dr. Lee maintained a close relationship with her family, particularly with LHY, who had taken responsibility for her care following the passing of their father in 2015. Despite her close family ties, Dr. Lee and LHY had a well-publicized falling out with their elder brother, LHL, following their father's death. The dispute centered around the family home at 38 Oxley Road, where LKY had lived for most of his life. Dr. Lee and LHY accused their brother of opposing their father's wish to have the house demolished after his passing. Dr. Lee publicly referred to her brother as the dishonorable son, a phrase that gained wide attention during the familial dispute. In addition to her professional accomplishments as a neurologist, Dr. Lee was known for her candidness and strong advocacy on matters close to her heart. In her later years, she became an outspoken figure in Singapore, especially regarding issues of legacy, family honour, and her father's wishes. Her open discussions about her health and struggles with progressive supranuclear palsy also drew attention to the often overlooked challenges faced by individuals with rare neurodegenerative diseases. At her father's state funeral in 2015, Dr. Lee delivered a moving eulogy where she recalled how she could not allow herself to cry, stating, "I am a Hakka woman." Her brother, LHY, referred to this in his tribute to her, saying, "Ling, I am less stoic than you."